I saved you a spot.
Thank you, Dave.
It's
personal parking.
It's really busy on Sunday with all that soccer stuff.
I feel so important.
You are. How are you?
Good, man.
The last workout in California.
Not quite.
For me, with you.
Well, yes.
That's it.
End of an era, man.
Next time I see you, you'll be in Florida.
Yes. You
Miami.
Visit.
I can't wait.
Jay's stumping up for a ticket, I heard.
What?
Jay's stumping up for a ticket to fly you out.
Really?
I believe so. Ask Jay.
What do you mean? You know stuff I don't know.
With you, man. Jay's not going to send you.
I saw. You posted a picture of your new place, right? Right in the water.
Yes.
It looks so nice.
Yeah, you know. Yeah.
It looks so nice, right on the water.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it because there's just a hell of a lot of opportunities out there waiting. So business opportunities. So.
I mean, you were close to the water now in HB, but this is like right on the water.
Yeah, literally, I just walk straight out the front door and it's there. It's got a nice view. So
I'm so excited to be able to have you there, to be able to go and get away, and
it'll be great. There's a spare room, so you and Lisa.
Awesome. And Bia's coming soon, so hopefully
maybe.
Oh no! all right.
It's locked down in Portugal again.
Right now?
It's going to be this week. So gym's closing. The same as the UK. The UK is completely closed down right now.
So she won't be able to fly out?
Nothing, no. Can't even leave her own house.
Oh no.
It's really strict over there.
I know.
You can't leave your own city. You're just restricted to 10-mile radius.
I know.
It's crazy.
Hopefully it doesn't last too long so she can come here. Let's hope.
I mean, how long's a piece of string? You just don't know.
I know.
After last year, you kind of just
we're going to hope for the best. How about that? Yeah.
Fingers crossed, man.
What are we training today? Do you know?
Dave, I was going to ask you.
I was going to say shoulder. You want to do shoulders?
Shoulders is good.
Okay, good. That's the last thing you have to do.
Chest or shoulders? So
okay, I just did chest. All right, let's do shoulders.
Okay.
All right, we're going to film that last workout. We're going to catch up with Joe on his one of his last few days. So February 1st is around the time you think about going.
I'm leaving in 2 weeks.
Okay.
So I'm going to head out to Texas first because we're relocating the warehousing all down to Texas.
Wow.
We've got a new marketing team starting who are located there. Wow. So this is a
lot happening.
It's a huge year. Literally, there's. I actually counted up how many products are in development, and close to being signed off, and I'm north of 50.
Wow.
Across the companies.
Wow.
And that's not including Professor Nuts.
Wow.
So it's been a year of hardcore development and innovation, and now I'm kind of repositioning myself, focusing on the marketing.
Yeah.
And there's just lots of new stuff coming. It's kind of reinventing myself for this year. I've been able to take myself away from all the development side and the logistics side and be able to, I can focus here, and that's the fun part. Yeah. So
it's exciting. You made the best out of 2020, just kind of like Brad. I mean, did you like that last workout? How great was that?
Yeah, I mean,
wasn't that good?
You know what? Brad's just a role model for anybody else who gets knocked down to get back up again and turn a negative into a positive.
Yeah.
I mean, I was fortunate last year because I had some really good people around me to help, and great support from our retailers. Everyone supported the brand, all the athletes, and the customers were loyal. So it's down to them that we can continue doing. I can continue doing what I'm doing, which is, putting out some novel stuff, because we've got some real groundbreaking stuff coming out. I'm super excited. It's not been done before, so
awesome.
I'm really excited with the stuff.
All right, cool. We're gonna get in there. We're gonna go train, but I want to talk a little bit more in the end and catch up with you, since last time I saw you was at the Olympia already.
Yeah, I know.
So,
there's a few things I want to talk about as well.
All right.
With the whole the pandemic, and then obviously stepped into a little bit of coaching again, and then seeing some of the.
I wanted to talk about the pew training.
Seeing a little bit of what's being done, with even by doctors, and there's just a big movement. And I'll talk about one instance specifically, links between vitamin D and the immune system, because there's strong correlation between low vitamin D and causes of, the COVID-19 and mortality. So everyone's been jumping on the vitamin D, and like all like the health professionals even like prescribing super high doses, and it's like, oh my god, like people are not looking at this in context. Like being deficient isn't good, but mega dosing is really bad.
Okay.
Because you throw everything out of balance. So I want to talk about that a little bit, because there's dangers that aren't going to show up on like standard blood work, but you can be laying the foundations for something really bad, like later on in life regarding like atherosclerosis and calcium plaque buildup.
Wow. Okay.
And people aren't talking about this. They just prescribe one thing, and it's like, we can probably relate it with bodybuilding, because if you throw in like an exogenous hormone at a high level, there's a feedback loop. Other hormones are affected, and they throw your whole body out of balance, and you need to take something else to balance it out.
Right.
So it's actually quite worrying to see some of the things that are being done, because you get a little bit of positive press or some, some positive reports that something's got a health benefit, and everyone jumps on it, and they aren't putting it into context, or they're going to an extreme and they're causing more damage than good.
It's always the same thing. Everything in extreme is not good.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter what it is, right? So let's talk about it later. All right. Let's get in there. Joe.
We're done.
I know we're done. I'm kind of sad a little bit.
Well, because the workout's done, Dave, or because we're departing California?
Yeah, man, this is like, at least when you were here, I could only drive 3 hours and come and see you. Now you'll be 3,000 miles away.
Yeah, it's just a quick flight, right?
I know. Yeah, just a quick 5 hours. Well, I just wanted to catch up a little bit with you before you leave, because we saw each other at the Olympia, but obviously it was kind of a crazy weekend. You were busy, and there was a lot going on, so I just wanted to let people know a little bit what's going on with you. And we mentioned a couple of times that you're going to Miami. You're relocating over there. I'm a little jealous of your place. It's right on the water. But you say you have plenty of bedrooms, so when I'll be able to go, I'll be able to enjoy Florida a little bit.
Yeah, I'm going to help for visitors, aren't I? Now, everyone's going to be leaving in comments, I'm very reasonable rates, don't worry.
That's awesome.
Like Airbnb, but on JayTV.
I know. The Meathead Manor, the new version. So tell me a little bit about, you said you have a lot of new projects. Can you give a little bit of a scoop on what's going on with Project AD in the new year? A little bit, or?
Yeah, we've got a bunch of new products coming with Project AD. We've got the Elite Series and AD Life, which is something I'm really passionate about, because we were the first brand to bring health supplements into bodybuilding. Like, we released the heart product in 2014-15, I think. And obviously liver's been around before, but really to drill down on Heart Plus, which I actually got here because I was going to talk about some of the constituents of it, because we all know that atherosclerosis is an issue, and heart problems with
a lot with
bodybuilders,
yes.
Especially once they get past the age of retirement. When we're young, we don't really care, but we can be doing a lot of damage and laying down a lot of damage without actually realizing. So this is a line I'm passionate about. This will be built out. There's going to be another section of AD that we introduced after about 3 or 6 months as well, which is going to be another line. I think Brad alluded to that I'm also launching a skincare line.
He did.
So
he's going to be the face. He's pretty excited about it.
He thinks he's going to be the face.
Oh, okay.
That's still for negotiation.
That's what you heard that, right?
Yeah, I did.
Okay.
I was like, okay, he's nominated himself. Well, he's starting out as a female line. Obviously, I've got access to some rather amazing young female athletes with Professor Nuts and Project AD. So they've been helping me out a little bit doing some research, but the actual manufacturing facility is out in Florida. It's all USA made with no preservatives, so it's really quite unique, and we have the ability to go in there and customize any problem. So with a couple of the athletes, I can obviously be one of them, we isolated some problems that she had with her skin, for example, reactions to makeup, and for around training, where she would have some problems. So we can go in and tackle the problem at the root cause and have a solution in skincare tailored to an athlete's problem. So I'm really excited about that, even though it's a complete different concept. I love problem solving. Mm-hmm. And girls suffer a lot. They all want to wear some makeup when they train, and their skin gets agitated. And even before and after stage, you wear so much makeup when they're competing, and
the pro tan and all this shit.
Yeah, so it's just another avenue. I'm quite excited about that. And having the access to go into the manufacturing facility and be creative in that aspect's really quite exciting. There's a couple of other food things coming as well.
Can you mention what you told me off camera? What's coming that you don't have?
Okay. Dave, you always drag something out of me.
I'm excited about it.
So since I started AD in 2009, I've been getting, I always had when you're releasing a protein, well, we're going to release a protein.
Yes.
So I've actually brought you a sample, Dave.
You did?
I did, I haven't told you. So your
Nice.
first workout is sorted today. So that'll be coming in the next 3 to 4 months.
Nice.
I approved a bunch of samples this week, so it's normally 12 to 16 weeks to get everything in order. So, yeah, there's a protein coming, a couple of other businesses as well. I've literally been flat out, and there's well over 50 products in development and coming. So
what made you change your mind about the protein?
It's a gap that we've got now, and honestly, I do everything with food, so I still don't believe a protein's really necessary. I don't have athletes, or if I do diets, I don't have a whey protein in, because I do everything with food, and it's kind of leaning on nutrition is key. And when you have a whole food protein, it comes with a lot of information with that. It's not just a protein; it comes with a lot of micronutrients, and obviously the body has to work to digest that. With proteins, it's very fast.
Yeah.
It's too fast. I don't believe that doing 50, 60 grams of an isolate's really beneficial in the long run, because it's too much of a fast sauce at once. So I always prefer a blend if you're going to use a protein, a mixture of proteins with some fast and slow digesting.
Okay.
Because you're not throwing too much at the body and stressing the digestive system with one type of protein all at once. That doesn't happen in food.
Right.
It gets broke down at different speeds, or it'll be eaten with other foods as well. So
right.
you're not just getting hit with a bolus all at once.
That's right.
So yeah,
okay.
There's
so it was time.
Yes,
it was time. Okay.
Was.
Yeah, you never come out with something just to have another product. It's going to compete with everything else out there. It's got to be special a little bit. It's got to be different.
Yeah, and that's why I held off, because how can you innovate in a protein market?
Yeah,
you know,
I get it.
It's pretty much on price and flavour, and that's how brands do it. So this one has got a little bit of a unique slant to it, and I don't think any other companies put this combination together. So
nice.
I'm a little bit excited about it.
Yeah,
considering it's a protein, you know.
You must be, because otherwise you would have not said anything to me. So I was excited when you told me.
Well, I just know you like proteins, Dave.
Yeah, I just, you know, it just seems like, I mean, the only protein you have is really the post-workout high-calorie shake.
The mash chaser.
That's the only one you have right now.
Well, yeah, and that was just a unique concept with it being able to mix 500 calories in 4 ounces of water. You know, so that was, again, novel. Every product's kind of novel in a way.
That's right.
So
that's awesome.
Yeah.
So you excited about going to Florida?
Yeah, it's new beginnings, but I love where I'm at, if I'm being honest.
I know.
It's just the opportunity to be around some really good, influential business people who I know that they want to do things with me, and multiple projects are already. I'm not even there, and the week that I've landed, they set up business meetings for me with other people that I've connected with. So it's exciting on that front, because it's like another chapter in my life, and a lot of new people are going to come into my life.
Yes.
And you know, it's a fair that we're moving to Miami, and like me and Bea actually kind of picked that place together.
Nice.
So that was going to be pandemic, you know.
I know.
Pandemic aside, like that's going to be our place to like settle. So it's really exciting, and it's going to be, I hope, a bit longer than the tenancy, because it's an original 6 months with 6 months bolted on.
Oh, really?
An option, yeah.
Oh, okay. I think you'll be good. I was really happy that you were happy with the last video with Brad. I thought it was great also. It's already at 20,000 hits, and it's just been like a week, so people really liked it. People are a big fan of Brad, but what did you think about that part where he talks about Tyson, and that he actually incorporated a lot of your product into the Tyson's regimen? I thought it was kind of cool.
Yeah, I mean, I've been fortunate enough,
with them
to be down with the Tyson Ranch a good few times. And obviously, I don't talk I don't talk in general, but yeah, and obviously seeing like Professor Nuts, Tyson Ranch, and all the guys using Professor Nuts and all the supplements and stuff, it's cool. But you know, I'm always very respectful, so I've never mentioned it to.
Well, Brad did it for you, so.
Yeah, no. Brad's awesome. He talks. Like I don't talk, you know, because I'm very respectful. Like we've had multiple Olympia winners this past 10 years. I've had pretty much every top guy who's used one of my products during a show. But they know that if they get some of our products, I don't speak. Because I have respect for everyone who uses our product. If they're associated to another brand, it's like. And I think that goes a long way for your reputation and trust within the industry. I feel that I've got a superior level of trust to most people amongst the bodybuilding community, because they can confide in me and it never goes any further.
Right.
You know,
you're trustworthy.
It comes to sending blood work, asking for advice on a health issue or for some product, you know, it's always it's in the vault. You know?
Yeah. Brad was very excited also about his new center that he's doing, and he said that he was going to involve you in possibly having their own line over there. So you have so many projects you're cooking. It's great.
Yeah, I mean, one of the people I'm moving out to Miami has got his own rejuvenation centers, and they want me to formulate all products.
Okay.
For those guys as well, and a bunch of other celebrities. So,
wow, nice.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, Dave, I'm like kind of, you know.
How do you handle it all? Yeah, it's a lot.
It's hard juggling. Honestly, because it's like you're continually spinning a different plate, and you're kind of checking back. But I'm very fortunate to have some really good people around me. I've got a new employee starting in February. I hope Joanne, who I've talked about a lot, she's been one of my closest people in my life, like one of the people I trust the most, and she's finally agreed to join after like 3-4 years of me pestering her. So she'll be an amazing person to have. She's an organizer, she's a ball buster, and she gets stuff done, you know. So she'll be a huge asset, and obviously when Bia gets back over here, she lightens the load a lot as well. She's very, very organised, and she's very business savvy. So I can hand things over to her, and I know they'll get done, and she'll take care of them, and she treats the company as it's her own, you know. So I'm lucky to have it. When you've got some really good people, and Joey, who took over national sales, I don't need to worry about Joey. He looks after his customers, and then he goes the extra mile.
Nice.
So when you've got those types of people around you, you can kind of afford yourself to be a little bit over ambitious.
Yeah.
And I always bite off a little bit more than I can chew. I work best under pressure.
Yeah. Because you're at that point where right now it's like your company is really reaching a level where it's not a small company anymore. It's becoming a bigger company, but you're the only one at the helm, meaning like you don't have a partner, this is all you. So basically you kind of have to delegate a little bit at that point because you can't handle it all, you know, but you're like in transition sort of from a small company to a bigger one.
Yeah, I mean, the way I always see it is you start something and then it's like you leave. I always call like people like an anchor. An anchor is someone that I can really trust and they're solid, so they'll anchor down that business and I will go to them if I need feedback or anything. You know, but there's things that the other people just can't do, like the marketing, like the branding, like that's just me. It's part of me. The product innovation, like that's me. No one can replace me. So that's when we have multiple companies who copy my products time and time again. Like I used to get upset, or not upset, but a little bit frustrated. But no one can copy what's coming tomorrow.
Yeah.
And like we've got so many products lined up that have not been done before. Then it's just like, you know what? The bigger we get, the more apparent it is that these people are copying.
Yeah.
You know, so it's just like
take it as a form of flattery. What do you like the most about owning a Project AD? I don't think I've ever asked you that.
Honestly, it's just probably the creative freedom to get my message across and it's at that point now where I've done a lot and it's all gone under the radar because we haven't had the ability to market, because I've had to grow the business from nothing, and marketing costs money. When you're invested in products and
you can't put money everywhere
in the business, you just can't. So that's been the one part that's suffered, and that's why a lot of the stuff we do goes unnoticed. But that's going to be the difference this year. That's where I'm positioning myself, and I'm really going to push the company forward in a marketing sense.
But you built it well from the ground up. You're on solid ground.
And all the other companies as well. So it's like I always saw it's why we've got so many different products, and we've got a health line. It's like building one tower vertically. It's got a glass ceiling. Like even if you're like an amazing supplement company, it's got a glass ceiling of like I don't know what's like Redcon are probably the highest, maybe 100 million. Like this, it's our industry, there's glass ceilings. So it's like I always thought you're going to get to a saturation point somewhere. So I've always grown horizontally. So I'll grow here a little, then we grow here, then we go up, and then we go. So I'm laying the foundations, and I'll probably have like 8 companies by the end of next year.
Wow.
And we just keep layering, and they're all in different areas. You know, so it's everything I've done's been long term.
Yeah. And
some people have believed in me from day one, and most haven't, because it's just like it seemed so ludicrous that I'll come over at the age of like 23, 24 and start this, you know, and come backwards and forwards.
Do you ever see a point where you would actually build a company to a point where you just sell it for a gazillion dollar and retire? Some people, that's the end goal.
No. I'm just wired like.
What else are you gonna do?
I'm building companies that I'm not going to be quite as emotionally attached to. So, I mean, yeah, I would bring other people in. I've not let any investors come into any of my companies, but I would to like some of the future projects, because they will bring a skill set or other people that can grow the brands quicker. And
you don't have,
because I've got so many other things I'm wanting to do. It's like it's a conveyor belt, Dave. It's like I was in the car with Bia. We trained legs here. It was like the second week she was here, and we were driving home after legs on Monday. I'm like. An idea popped into my head, a product idea. I was like, that's never been done before. So I got home and just checked like some of the studies, and like it's pretty well known that it stands up this research to support it. And I'm like, okay, great, here we go. So like that'll be launching probably in like the next 2 months. So it's cool that like Beer was here, like for an idea popping into my head, and then I've got the creative freedom, and now I don't have to worry about delaying a launch. It's like I had the samples, I've proved 2 of them this week, so we'll probably launch with 4 products, and that'll be a separate brand again from AD.
Wow, nice.
So,
that's awesome. Well, I'm excited for you. I'm gonna miss you, but I'll come and visit. That's okay.
Yeah.
And then I'm excited for 2021 for you and for the company, and I'm wishing you the best.
Well, yeah, we appreciate our spot on JayTV, so you'll be seeing a lot more interesting people associated with AD. I think you'll have Dominic and Ashlyn coming up.
Yeah,
so.
BL be back, and all that stuff. So.
Yeah.
All right, Joe, thanks so much for hooking up with me today. I'm in California just until tomorrow, so this was nice. And then we'll see you in Florida, I guess, next.
Yeah, see you guys.
All right, thanks,
you.
Joe.